In Northgate, Greg Sankey. He's the one making these one-of-a-kind artificial eyes. Welcome to the show. This is so fascinating. Now, you were showing me, you actually get a paintbrush out. How exactly do you create these artificial eyes? Because they look so real.
Well, Natasha, first of all, it's a pleasure being on the program today. Each one of these are handmade. They're custom fit to each patient.
Can I feel one?
And yeah, they're made out of
that is so
a very hard
wild.
polymethyl methacrylate acrylic. But we actually...
And the light, too.
Yeah.
Look
you
at
have
that.
a very, very realistic reflection.
Wow. Okay, so how do you actually get this into your eye? How does that work?
Well,
it's like a contact lens.
Right. It's like, think of it as a large contact lens. Most people think that the artificial eye is an exact duplicate of the eye and think of a globe like this lens that you're carrying right there. But in truth, it's actually a half shell. So an ophthalmologist will remove the eye. They'll implant a spherical implant to replace the volume lost by the removal of the eye. And then the artificial eye, the prosthetic, actually fits up in front.
So it's really a custom fit.
Correct.
And does that help it move around so people can't tell just looking at you?
Yeah, the new modern techniques of implants and pegging systems really help the motility of the new prosthetics.
Speaking of realistic, Karen, you cannot even tell looking at you. How does it feel actually having one of these in place?
It's great. I actually, when I was a child, my mom taught me I was not treated like I was disabled at all. But they found out I kept moving my head like this when I was little. So mine actually does not move around. I'm the old technology. Look at the age as well.
And Greg's father actually, we were talking before the show, his dad made your very first one when you were just a child.
Yeah, when I was 8 years old, and then Greg started doing mine in the early 80s. So I've actually known Greg since I was 14 when he was running around.
You know what amazes me looking at these is that they're so detailed, just the tiniest little flick of a brush, and you have capillaries on people's eyes.
Right, right. Karen was talking about that earlier, how unique it is that we fray the veins and individually hand paint them in as she sits as a patient, as our model.
So, Karen, what do you do? I mean, this may sound silly, but at night, like contact lenses, I've had those. You pop them out, put them back in at night. Do you sleep with it in? How does it work, and how's it different?
Oh, I sleep with it in. I've taken it out to clean it, and I put it back in. I'm one of Greg's kind of bad patients. I don't clean it like I should.
What do you use to clean it?
I just water in a tissue. So I put it under warm water, rub it around a little bit, and then clean it off with the tissue and pop it back in.
How in the world did you get into this line of work, Greg?
Well, again, I was kind of born into it. My father was a specialist for years in artificial eyes and contact lenses, and he enjoyed the prosthetic side of things more. And I just kind of evolved into the family business, was the one that had the ability. And he started me off building model cars and planes.
Really?
It was a hobby of mine. And then as I got older, I really admired what he did and saw the value to the patients, and started going down to the office with him a little bit, and I was hooked.
I know it's been life-changing for Karen. Really, it's really upped your confidence, made you feel great about yourself. Another one of those people is Lance here, sitting over here. Just a teen. Okay, I can't tell looking at you either. You're so cute, by the way. Lance, what's it like for you? Karen was saying she didn't get teased as a child. Have you had any problems?
Well, yeah, when I was in kindergarten, kids would usually tease me a lot about my eye.
Really? What kind of things did they say to you?
They called me like a freak, Cyclops, and other things like that.
Kids can be so mean sometimes. I was teased a lot too growing up, a lot, and it really hurts. What is getting your new eye? How has that changed your life?
Well, my new eye just feels the same as all the other ones.
Now, when you say the same as all the other ones, people who don't have these don't really know what that feels like. Is there a way you can articulate that, explain it a little bit more?
Well, I
mean, if you sneeze, does it pop out? Do you have to hold, I mean, did your eyes naturally keep it in? My uncle had one, and he used to pop it out sometimes. So
when it irritates me, I have to take it out because I start to close my eye and really rub it, and so I just take it out, wash it off, and then blow it off, and then put it back in.
I would never think that looking at you at all, that you would even have it in there. It looks amazing. You look fantastic. Well, good luck to you this school year. Okay, we've got another question here in the audience. Sharon, where are you? Cheryl, go ahead.
Well, I was just wondering if you've ever played any tricks on anybody with your eye.
I can see a smile there. What have you, Lance?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you do?
Well, with my mom's friend Sunshine, we were watching a movie when we were younger, And I remember taking out my eye and putting it on his lap and saying, Jello, I have my eye on you. And he
Are
started
you
crying.
serious? What did he do?
He started crying.
Oh my gosh, that would really
My
get me.
grandma's roommate, Odell, he was teasing me with his eyes. He said, Lance, but you can't do this. And I said, Odell, but you can't do this. Pop my eye. And he flew all the way back.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Greg. So you have a lot of entertainment too at the same time.
Things people do with their eyes, yes.
So this whole family business it's really passed down to your generation. Your kids are apprentices right now, right?
That's correct. Yeah, my son and my daughter.
Now are they going to plan on doing this?
I believe so. They both have the opportunity. They have the skills. I've had them both in the lab for years, and I also have operations overseas that I took them there and trained them a little differently too in those operations. And we will see. They will decide, not me. I think that you really need to be challenged by what you do because work is 1/3 of your life. So.
And there aren't a lot of people that do this in the world, like 150 or so?
That's a very rare occupation. You're almost born into it.
Really a specialty. Well, thank you for sharing your stories, Karen and Lance. And Lance, good luck to you. Thanks for being such a great sport. And we'll be right back. This is so interesting.